Welcome to Testify Podcast, where we hear great stories of what God has done in the lives of people in our community.
So good. Thanks. And today...
Hey?
And today we have the lovely Tash, not Tash.
Tash.
And we're kind of doing this for a second time because Sam didn't hit record. So for those that don't know you,
Yes.
what's your full name and where are we from?
My name is Natasha Ruth Page, and I'm from Zimbabwe originally.
How old were you when you moved to here?
I moved to New Zealand when I was 2 months shy of 18.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah, what was that shift like, move like?
Challenging.
Yeah.
Very challenging. Because
I've
I was at the
spoken to
time
a
in
few.
my life where I'd finished school, but I hadn't started work. So to move to a new country and not go into a school or not work.
Could you speak English?
I only spoke English.
Oh, in Zimbabwe, do
Yeah.
they speak English?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
English, yeah. Mum's side of the family speak Afrikaans.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so English. Moved to New Zealand in 2000.
Whereabouts in New Zealand?
Auckland.
Did you?
Yes.
Whereabouts in Auckland?
North Shore.
Oh, yeah.
Where all the
North
Africans
Shore. I
are.
love
Mate.
the North Shore.
That's where all
Have you
the
been to North Shore?
Saffers are. A lot of the Saffers are.
Yes. The
I
sunny
grew up in
side.
Mount Roskill, and that became sort of little India by the
Yes.
time we left.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So,
Little
all
India.
good.
That's cool.
yeah.
So before I really realised we weren't recording.
Yes.
We were talking a little bit about you. Only child,
Yes.
miracle child.
Yes, yes.
Your mum was told that she couldn't have babies.
No. She had no ovaries and no tubes. So, yeah, so when she met my dad, she told Dad. And Dad being, very grounded in his faith, was like, no problem, we'll just pray. Simple.
Simple.
How cool is
Simple.
that?
Very simple.
Yep.
That
Wow.
is so cool.
And that's what they did. Them in the community prayed, and they got married in January. In November, they had me.
Wow.
No way.
And when she went to the doctors for scans, they confirmed that she had 2 ovaries and 2 tubes.
Wow.
Did she go back to the same doctors, do you know?
Yep.
And were
There
they
you
like,
go.
They were like, what? Yeah.
Praise God.
man,
I love that.
And then they
It
tried for like years after me to have another
Right.
one, but no.
You were the
I was a
only
handful of enough.
the Lord knew what was coming.
Yeah,
one.
absolutely.
No, trust me, you just want,
just
Natasha. That's
Just
all.
one, yeah.
Just Tash is fine. She'll keep you on your toes. On your knees, I should say.
And he did. He kept my mum and dad on their knees, I tell you.
Praise God.
Yes.
So, everything pretty sweet growing up in Zimbabwe? Like,
Yeah, I had a good childhood. Brought up in the church. Mum and dad served quite a bit in the church. They were on praise and worship team, and Dad used to pastor a bit. My fondest memories were of growing up in the church, the community. We would always have people over, church camps, conferences.
Awesome. So the shift in New Zealand was quite disruptive for you.
Yeah, I think just before maybe when I hit my
Right.
teenage years, it started a bit. I was good at school, and God gave me a gift of swimming, and so I was a really good swimmer, and I got chosen to swim for the country,
For South Africa?
for
Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
Was there a like stark difference between New Zealand and Zimbabwe? Like because I might be pretty ignorant here,
Yeah.
but I'm like dirt roads, villages.
Completely different. No, I didn't. I grew up in the city,
Okay.
but very different. Like you go into the shops, there's white bread, brown bread, full cream milk, skim cream. Not
wow.
all these varieties. You pull up to gas station, someone fills your gas. You don't catch buses.
In Zimbabwe?
No. You come home, locked gates, security guard. We had a security guard. We had fences.
In Zimbabwe?
It was pretty rough.
Did the security guard have a gun?
No baton. However, they're pretty corrupt. So when we got broken into, we found out the security guard was part of it. So,
Of course he was.
but yeah, I remember just before I left, actually, because there were shortages. So twice a week we'd have power cuts because there was like no power.
Oh, like rolling blackouts.
Yeah, load shedding they'd call it. So 6 o'clock at night, our power would go off. 6 o'clock in the morning, it would come on.
Crap. Rubbish, eh?
Yes, and then our
Don't
money,
get started.
Mate.
and then our money had an expiry date on it before I left. So if you had money and you go to the shops and there's no food and your money expired.
Hang on, what do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean your money expired?
The Zimbabwe dollar was printed and had expired just before I left, had expiry date on it.
Like it went off.
Expired, yeah. Yep.
Hang on.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
How? Why?
So that you had to basically spend it by the expiry date.
But if there's no food,
You can't buy
no.
it.
There was shortage of everything. Like I would go and I'd see a petrol queue and I'd line up in the petrol queue for like 2 hours to only be allowed quarter of a tank of fuel. Yeah. This was towards the end before I left.
I've never heard of this.
Yeah. It's hectic.
Why?
I think the country owed so much money maybe to other countries. So there was just, I guess, a shortage, inflation, like just printing money.
Do you know anyone that still have family back there?
Yeah, I still got friends there. So they're dealing with the US dollar now. But probably a year after I left, the inflation was so bad they had $1 trillion note. $1 trillion Zimbabwe note. And a friend of mine went back and he'd go out and give $1 trillion note for dinner and they'd come back with a tray full of change. It was crazy.
That's full on.
So although, yeah, I did have a good childhood, like good memories. And then things got tough towards the end.
Mm. So your parents made a good move going to New Zealand. Yeah, right.
Yeah, it was like 4 months before when Dad decided to when we left. No foreign currency, so we had to get foreign currency on the black market.
And foreign currency.
What was the regime over there? Was it a communist
It was
regime or something?
I think it was the war veterans, you know, a lot of racism, war veterans,
Right.
farmers, war veterans turning up on farms, taking farms.
Really? Oh, wow. Interesting. What a mess, eh?
That's crazy, hey?
Yeah,
Do you remember getting, like, your first day arriving into New Zealand?
I do. I cried. I didn't want to leave Zimbabwe.
Really?
It was,
everything you know, eh?
yeah, all my friends.
Oh, yeah.
Going to a country, just the three of us, suitcase, not knowing anyone,
Wow.
arriving.
On the
Jet
North
lagged.
Shore.
Instant change, though? Like,
Complete.
instant improvement or not?
I didn't see it at the time, but yes.
Okay.
Like I remember driving to our little cottage and like there were buses, clean buses, people.
Women on their
buses.
own, on a bus.
Yes.
People walking down the street
Yes.
at night time
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
with no fences or gates to secure their
Yes.
property.
So it was an adjustment because you would always be like looking around.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that, eh?
So what did you do when you first got there? Like, you finished school?
Yeah, so I finished school, and for a while, Mum and I couldn't do anything because I think Dad had his work visa, but we had to wait for something for Mum and I. So they paid for me to do a dive course.
Scuba diving?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so they paid for me to do a dive master dive course, so it took up some time. And so I sort of met people through there. And then I think when I hit rescue diver, the company went into liquidations.
Oh, wow.
That was just a bummer.
Did you enjoy
Yeah.
Did you like diving?
I loved it. I'm actually a dive instructor now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so through my travels to New Zealand and to Mauritius, and I got qualified in Mauritius when I was over there.
So proper with, like, the oxygen tank and everything.
Yeah.
Really? How deep have you gone before?
I went down to 60 meters because we were testing a watch, but
60 meters.
you can legally only really dive 35, maybe 40.
60 meters? Where was that?
In New Zealand,
Was it cool?
no, pitch
Scary.
black,
Oh.
but it was just a descend and then come straight up.
Did you have a rope?
Yeah, because you can't see nothing.
Was the pressure hectic?
It is like your ears. You got to equalize your ears when you go down. But I don't like deep dives. Like the best is like 10, 12 meters because it's still light. That's where everything's like nice and colourful.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
In New Zealand, that would have been cold.
it was freezing. It was freezing. Yeah.
Wow.
That's
So
awesome.
you and did you guys fellowship when you went there?
To New Zealand?
Yeah.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you know the Lord as a young person?
Absolutely.
Love
I
the
knew
Lord?
it. Absolutely.
Oh, awesome.
yeah, grew up in the church, like
So in
surrounded
New Zealand, you guys didn't fellowship anywhere.
No,
You just you're trying to survive, right?
I think so. Just trying to get our
Get
like
ahead.
settled, you know,
Yeah.
find our footings, you know.
Yeah. So how long did you end up living in New Zealand?
4 years. I left in 2000.
Left New Zealand.
2005. Sorry, 2005. Yes.
Oh yeah, so 4 and a bit years.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So your dad's aim was to come to Australia?
No.
No.
We couldn't get into Australia. We
No,
wanted to.
You had to go to New Zealand.
So
first.
New Zealand or Canada were the only two places we could get in.
Yeah.
So yeah, we moved to New Zealand. And
Got
then,
a residency there.
Yeah, and citizenship.
Yeah, and then jumped.
And then I jumped. And then Mum and Dad followed a year
Oh.
later.
Really?
Yes.
So what brought you here?
Oh, get out, new beginnings.
You're done in New Zealand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
Running amok. Yeah.
Where did you land here?
Gold Coast,
Oh, that's
Wow.
in 2005.
2005.
Good time to get to the Gold Coast.
Yes,
Did you love it straight away?
I did. It was
Freedom.
sunny. So I actually moved when I was in New Zealand. I moved out of home probably a year into there.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
19.
Yeah.
Out of home.
And yeah, so then I moved to Australia and it was nice. The weather was nice.
Yeah.
It was just cold and rainy all the time in New
Yeah.
Zealand.
Yeah, because it really is cold and
Yeah,
rainy. Like how
pretty
many days a year?
Yeah,
A lot.
that damp smell.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just say 80%, 70%.
70%. 75%, I reckon. It's just raining
Horrid.
cold. Yeah, I thought it was. But yeah.
Yeah. So I moved here. It was
Sunny every day.
sunny every day, beaches,
Wow.
hot. I moved here in December.
Oh wow.
Like, whoa.
What did you do for work here?
So I got here and I was temping for a bit. And then I managed to get a
Like banking.
temp jobs.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you go to employment agency and they put you temping.
Oh, yeah.
And then I ended up temping with the Gold Coast City Council.
Oh wow.
And then I ended up becoming permanent. And I was there for 6.5 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
There you go.
So that was
Gee.
good.
Triple C. And what was your relationship with the Lord like when you moved here? Sort of put that to the side.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was not really there.
Right. Since New
I
Zealand
was-
type thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So since I moved out of home in New Zealand, I sort of jumped into the world and lived that worldly life all the way, even when I came here.
Right.
Not surrounded by, I guess, community. You know, you're in the world.
Yeah.
It's what I guess you know, kind of thing.
What was it that, because you confidently said, I knew the Lord
Yeah.
at a young age, but
Yeah.
what allowed you to, or what pulled you away maybe? is
I
the-
think it started in school. So, you know, I had big dreams of swimming. So, like I said, I got picked by a Yugoslavian coach to train to swim for Zimbabwe and then to manage to go to Olympics in, I think it was 6 years' time. And so my life was just training constantly. And then obviously I hit the teenage years and the peer pressure, and because I was quite bulked up, got teased a bit at school, and I think that's made me give up that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And so then
Swimmers do get big shoulders.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
And so I decided like I needed to fit in with the friends, you know.
Wow.
So then I started, you know, going out of bed, sneaking out of home.
That started in Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think I spent most of my life grounded. Dad would find out, ground me, come out of grounding a week, find out I lied, grounding. So they were pretty tough and strict on me,
Yeah.
which is good. You know, they did well. So I think from that, and then I think just, you know, the disappointment in myself for giving up on a dream, and, you know, and then being bullied and not knowing my worth, and
Wow.
the pressures, and then getting teased and stuff. So you kind of just feel within yourself, you know, trying to find that validation from the world, I guess.
Numb the pain a bit.
Yeah. And feel
Because
that
it is
empty void.
painful. Disappointment is painful. Disappointment is painful. So
Yeah.
you sort of try and numb it, right?
Yeah. And then try to feel accepted, you know, go where you
Right.
feel accepted, you know. But you end up choosing the wrong place,
Yeah.
the wrong people, you know. So, yeah, when I moved to Australia, it wasn't I still continued that lifestyle. And then things came to a crashing halt after being at the council for 6.5 years. I was in a relationship and I was doing drugs, and I come home to my partner being unfaithful.
Oh, wow.
And I think I just hit, like, everything came tumbling down. So Mum and Dad came and got me, and I moved back up to Brisbane.
Oh, so they moved after you?
Yes.
To Brisbane?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And then, I just...
And were they, like... Oh, you're not speaking for them, but they were locked into a community church
yes.
up there?
Well,
in Brisbane?
yes, they started going to churches, but they couldn't find the one, so they started home church.
Oh, cool.
So they'd have people come around to their home every Sunday, and about 5-6 people.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. And they
And
were
so
just...
you moved up there?
So they came, when I had my breakdown, I moved up there.
Yeah.
And didn't, like, I was in bed literally for 2 months. Just
Wow.
a mess. So they decided to send me to Mauritius. So the church I grew up with, a lot of the pastors and that had moved to Mauritius when all the problems happened.
Where's Mauritius?
It's a little island off Africa. So
Yes.
Africa, Madagascar, and a little island.
Oh,
Mauritius,
okay.
yeah.
Wow.
That's right.
Yeah.
So they would still be in touch with a lot of pastors and friends over there. So they sent me over there.
For how long?
Well, originally I was only supposed to be there a month. But I was there for a whole year.
Wow.
Did you go heartbreak straight to...
Straight to Mauritius.
Oh, nice.
A mess. I remember riding to the Lord on the plane, going, my life's a mess. Like, it's up to you now.
Wow.
You know. So I got to Mauritius, and for the first week or two, it was a big change. But I got involved in the church, got involved working with the orphanages,
Wow.
help rebuilding the slums over there, and evangelizing on the streets in Mauritius. And
Come on.
it's amazing. Like, the Lord just opened doors. Like, so I met this lady on the bus. Like, I hadn't spoken to anyone really. You've got to be quite not withdrawn, but what's the word? Like, very quiet about your faith over there because it is a Muslim country.
Oh, wow.
And so because I was under the umbrella of the church, I guess they didn't want me going, and not that they didn't want me, but I had to be very careful about telling people. Anyway, I was on the bus heading off to the markets in the main city, and I was catching the wrong buses. No one spoke English, and this one lady came up to me. She's like, "Oh, can I help you?" And so I said, "Yeah, I'm on the bus to the market." So she said, "Oh, come with me and my son." And her and I got talking. And I said, "Oh, just here with family, working in a few orphanages," and told her a bit about my history of diving. And she said, "Oh, would you ever, I've got a friend who runs Mauritius Marine Conservation. They're looking for a diver."
Whoa.
So she says, "Here's her number." So I was like, okay. So I rang her up, and she was a lady, a scientist from Perth,
Oh, wow.
No way.
running the Mauritius Marine Conservation.
Wow.
And she was looking for a diver because she had a lot of uni students come over from France, and she needed somebody to buddy up. So in my spare time, when I wasn't doing church stuff or working in the orphanages, I was with the Mauritius Marine Conservation, volunteering my time and traveling to amazing places, doing dolphin and turtle research, and just like
What
incredible.
the heck? How good's God?
And then
Shark research.
no.
That's stuff.
No.
Let's leave that for the psychos.
Yeah. And then I met this family who owned the dive shop, and they would donate their stuff to us because it was a NGO, non-profit organisation. And they said, "Oh, when you finish doing your stuff with the Mauritius Marine Conservation, come volunteer at the dive shop, and instead of us paying you, the dive instructor will finish your dive course."
Oh, wow.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah.
So you became a dive master.
So I became a dive instructor
Instructor.
and working at the church and doing the orphanage
So
stuff.
life was pretty cool.
Oh, it was
Quite
amazing.
a shift.
It was. It actually, it made me realise how precious I'd become. Like going back to a third world country and living on like $20 a day and being surrounded with people or kids that had nothing, but they were so happy.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah.
And it actually changed me a lot
Good.
going over there. And then being surrounded by the community. Church camps is where I guess, found God again.
Wow.
And so that was life for the next year, to the point where I was too scared to come back. I wanted to stay there.
So you're in community.
Yep.
You're in faith.
Yep.
You're growing.
Yep.
Yep. Getting an appreciation for life.
Yep.
Getting some skills.
Yep.
Wow. What brought you back then?
I couldn't extend my visa.
Oh.
So I moved back to the Gold Coast, but within a month I was up in Cairns working on a liveaboard dive boat. I was very fearful of the Gold Coast.
Yeah, because of connections.
Yeah.
Right.
So I moved up to Cairns for 4 years.
4 years?
4 years. I was a dive instructor just over a year.
With those crazy jellyfish and the crocodiles.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the Great Barrier Reef, amazing.
Oh, the Great Barrier Reef's awesome. Yeah, I went out there. I've done that. Yeah, that was sick.
Yeah, it was good.
So you were an instructor there?
Yeah.
Wow, for 4 years?
No, for one, just over one.
Yeah.
And then moving back, like over in Mauritius, things are quite chilled. Where you come back to Australia, everything's like OH&S, everything's by the book.
Yeah.
Kind of took the fun out of it.
Yeah, okay.
So I became a travel agent in a backpackers.
Wow.
One of the biggest backpackers in Australia.
What
I became
the
a
heck?
travel. Yeah, because they wanted an in-house dive instructor because they would be selling dive courses and tours. So having an in-house dive instructor to help them with their course. So I did that, and it was good. I made lots of money, but slowly I was fading back into that world.
Yeah, so out of faith community, out of consistent input.
Yeah.
It's amazing, eh?
Absolutely.
Your heart can grow cold, eh, pretty quick
Yeah.
towards the things of God, eh?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're, okay, your parents are still in Brisbane?
Still in Brisbane.
Okay.
Still in
You're just
Brisbane.
praying for you, trying to check if you're okay, all that stuff. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Just trying to be good parents.
Yeah. Praying for me constantly.
Your early 20s, mid-20s.
Yeah.
Wow. So then what?
So I stayed up in...
So it's been like, grew up in church, awesome,
yeah.
away from
Yeah.
faith community, locked into faith community, away from faith
Like that
community.
roller coaster.
That's
Yeah.
crazy, eh?
Yeah. But you see that pattern.
It's
you
true,
know?
yeah.
Where there is the community,
Yeah,
they hold you up.
yeah. They do,
They do.
literally. They pull you up.
Mm.
There's a standard, eh, in the community.
Yeah.
Whatever standard, whatever that is, it just is what it is. And
Mm.
if you're not around the standard,
Mm.
you live in the gutter.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Because that's all the world has to offer, right?
Absolutely. So I stayed in Cairns for 4 years, and then the travel agent opposition, offered me a job in Byron to open up the first travel agency in a info centre in Australia.
Byron Bay.
So I moved to Byron,
Wow.
did the whole big trek, moved to Byron, and that was good for a year. I just focused on work and exercising, got really fit, spent the weekends down on the Gold Coast.
Oh, wow. So it's a
So
lot
it was
closer.
good during the week, and then the weekends I would it was hard to make friends in Byron because you're either local, you kind of stick to yourself, you're either a hippie, do what hippies do, or you're a backpacker traveling.
Right.
If you don't fit in one of those three, like you're
Right.
just
So what were you?
a solo traveller trying to find my way.
Yeah. She didn't fit in.
I didn't fit in.
Okay.
Nah, I didn't fit in. So that lasted a year, and then I got offered a job again, opening up a travel shop in a backpackers in Surfers Paradise.
Oh, wow.
So I took that, and that was just start of something.
Straight into the weekends become the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Exactly right.
Stop.
Exactly right. Yeah, there was no. Yeah, every day was a blur, really.
Wow. For how long?
A year.
A year.
A year.
And your parents still in Brisbane?
Still in Brisbane.
They're still
Still praying for me.
loving God and all that.
Loving God. Yeah.
Come to church on the weekend, darling.
Yeah. Well, on the weekends when I would have my low points and go up to Mum for Mum's love and Mum's cooking, I'd be there on Sunday and I would sit with them, and Dad and I would sing praise and worship. Dad with his guitar, Mum on her piano. So yeah.
Was that challenging? Like, you're living the way you're living, and then, singing Kumbaya.
It was. The conviction
Sunday.
was real.
Yeah, okay.
I knew what I was doing was wrong. There was that.
Really?
Yeah. There's that unsettling feeling that that this isn't how it should be. But like what? You don't know any communities. You don't have Christian people around you. It's easy just to stay there.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
You go home, you're filled with mum and dad's love, nice home,
Yeah.
input, and then you got to come back.
That's a good point, though. Your parents' home was always open for you, eh?
Absolutely.
See, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Home was always home.
You could fall at
Absolutely.
home because they'll catch you, right?
That's
Absolutely.
That's actually pretty heavy.
Yeah, that's what one of my mentors, or two of my mentors, said to me. They said, make your home a place where your kids want to come and fall over.
Yeah.
So then it's safe to fall. It's better they fall in your house than anyone else's.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that really shifted me because I was like, the other way. But
It's hard because
Very
you
hard.
want to. I think my dad always said when I was living at home, you're under our roof, you follow our rules.
yeah, for sure.
You don't. There's the door.
The values. No, that's fair.
It is the values. But when I did leave, I always knew they loved me. I always knew I could go back
Yeah,
home.
right.
I always knew they were praying for me.
Wow.
But I always knew that I was putting them through a lot emotionally. They were worried about me.
Yeah. Were you pretty heavy into the drugs? Like,
Yeah, I did. Just started off just with simple marijuana. And then towards the end, I was using ice.
really? Far out.
Yeah.
I probably when you're like 19, 20, you probably said you'd never go that
Well,
way.
I didn't know about that until I'd come to Australia. Oh, no, actually in New Zealand.
Right.
So in Zimbabwe, like, drugs wasn't very out there. Like, yes, weed, but you never really heard about anything else.
Right.
Of course not. Your money's expiring. And you just want to eat. Yeah.
Need some bread
Do you want some drugs, mate? Give me a loaf of bread.
Yeah.
Take
If
it
there's
all.
bread in the shops.
for $1 trillion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, you never say I'm going to be a hard drug addict.
No.
Do you reckon you're an addict?
No. Well, no. In New Zealand, I would only do it on the weekends, not
Right.
every weekend. Even when I got to Australia, it was more of a weekend thing.
Right. Just escape. type
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
The way to fit in.
Yeah. So I wasn't like, I still had a job. I
So
wasn't
a
like,
functioning addict.
yeah.
Which is actually, it's good for people to hear that, because I grew up hearing, like certain drugs were the gateway to being a junkie, and but no one ever picks up a needle. It's not like their first drug, or very rarely does anyone pick up a needle and that's how they start.
Yeah.
But it starts by just having a good time, and
Yeah.
then one night something else is introduced. And it's
Yeah.
like, I'm here, and
Yeah.
then something else is introduced, and then all of a sudden, ice is
Yeah.
there, and that can take your soul very quickly.
Yeah. Luckily, I never touched a needle. I think, I always found that really yuck.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, and I never actually really, like, it was almost given, like, freely, the drugs, I don't think I would ever really work and spend all that money on it. So I wasn't, like,
Yeah.
broke
Right.
chasing
Yeah.
drugs,
No,
I guess.
it's
Yeah.
partying, having a good time.
Yeah,
So work hard, play hard
yeah,
type thing.
yeah.
And then more of this up and down. Like, go to mum and dad's,
Yeah.
feel the love.
Yes.
Oh, this is awesome. And then,
Yeah. But even here, like, when I'd have my rough times, or I would still reach out to God.
wow.
Always.
What did that look like? Just pray.
Lord, help me. Why am I
Really?
feeling this? Oh, yeah, absolutely. He was always
It was
there.
never
Gone.
left you.
No.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I just decided to reach for him
Wow.
through my bad times. And, when things were good, I didn't really need.
We're all good, God. I'm
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
I'm good.
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't need you right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'll still wait here for
Yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah.
That's his heart, eh?
Yeah,
So, what was the big shift? What was the big?
my son.
Yeah, come
And
on.
you know, like, even though it's not the way God wants things to happen, I fully believe that He had a purpose for Connor's
Amen.
place in my life.
Yeah.
Because
Massive.
if I never had Connor, I think I'd still be.
There you are.
Yeah.
You probably would be broke chasing
Yep.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey.
So He saved me. You know?
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that. I love that. That's actually true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He did.
God says, okay, I'm going to give you something that's going to shift your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's because you can't plan that.
Nah.
You
No.
can't plan any kid.
No.
Only God,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
We have our ideals and all that, but God actually can intercept our life perfectly. So, okay, cool. This will help. You called out for help, and you're not going to do it the way I think you should. You're still calling out for help? Okay, I'll help you.
Yeah.
But it's going to come as a surprise.
And it surely did.
Yeah.
It surely did. Last
Help
thing
you.
I expected.
I hear your prayer, he says. I hear
Yeah.
your prayer. Here we go. This will bless you.
It was really interesting because
That's
I'd
amazing.
won salesperson of the month, and I got given 2 tickets to the Pineapple Festival in Sunny Coast. And so this was the last big thing. So I'd gone, and I didn't know I was pregnant at this time, obviously. So I'd gone to Sunny Coast and got all your stuff you need. And first festival I'd ever been to, so excited. Arrived there at 12 o'clock, popped some pills, did some whatever. Within 20 minutes, I was throwing everything up.
Wow.
Going on? This isn't like it. And I look back and I so believe that it was God protecting my child.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was back in my hotel by 2 o'clock, so 2 hours I lasted, back in the hotel at 2 o'clock, and I was sick the rest of the weekend. What a waste! But back at the doctor's on the Monday, and you pregnant? No, I'm not pregnant. Oh, let's just do a pregnancy test.
Wow.
And it was the biggest surprise. Like, I burst into tears and I was like, oh my gosh, what now?
How's this going to work?
How? What am I going to do?
So your parents still in Brisbane? Okay.
Parents
Still praying?
Brazil. Still praying. Still praying.
Wow.
Still believing God.
Yeah.
Hanging on to His every promise. Yep.
Yeah, that's challenging. And was there a lot of pressure to terminate from
No.
medical people
No.
then? Okay.
And even friends, worldly friends were like, you can't.
Really?
Yeah. Complete surprise. You know, you've always wanted to get married and have kids, you know. You're 35, 36. Can you imagine if you got rid of it and then you want to have kids and you couldn't have kids, you'd never forgive yourself.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I was just pressure within myself.
Yeah, okay.
Geez, that's not the normal advice from friends.
No,
That's crazy.
no. Complete, not what I expected at all.
When did you tell your parents?
So I told my mum first.
Yeah, of course.
No surprise.
Told mum first, and she was like, "Nah, you can't go through with it. I'm not going to tell your dad until you make a decision."
Yeah.
So, again, she was on her hands and knees praying,
Oh.
calling me up every day. Please don't. We will
Oh,
support
because you were booked in.
Yeah, I was booked in. Well, I was actually booked in the following day, and when I went there the following day, they did a scan, and that's when they're like, "You're too far along. We can't just
Wow.
give you a tablet. You know, you'll have to have surgical termination, but we can only do it in 2 weeks." Again, I think it was God prolonging it so He can do the work in me.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so for a week and a half, I was just like sitting on it. Mum
That would
praying.
have been a wrestle, man. That
Oh.
would have been such a wrestle.
It was. It was. I was on my own on the floor, I don't know, countless nights, crying out, "God, why? Why is this happening?"
You asked me for help. He says, you asked me for help. God help me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And everyone that I thought would, you know, support me to go through with it was not supporting me to go through with it.
Wow, that's the work.
And so, yeah. And, yeah, I just remember And I've never, you always think, oh, is that God's voice or is that my, yeah, like what? But, yeah, clearly heard, trust me.
Yeah, hard.
Trust me, I've brought you this far.
That's definitely God's voice.
Yeah. And I will keep. And then I was like, trying to make a deal with him. Okay, well, if I go through with it, and he comes out perfectly fine, because I think that was the big thing for me, as well as everything. But that was a big thing. Like, would my choices have affected him?
Yeah.
And then the guilt. I'm like, what am I going to say? Bring a child into a world without a father. Because the questions will come one day.
Yeah, they will. No, for sure.
But yeah, after I just said, all right, God, I just felt this immense peace after I heard that. Like a peace I hadn't felt for a while, probably since I was a kid, this calmness. And I was like, all right. And I don't know, something just switched. So I rang Mum, like, okay, Mum. And she just cried.
Get up off your knees, Mum. It's going to be okay.
And clear out Dad's office. It's my new bedroom. I'm coming home.
Yeah. So, yeah. Then eventually Mum told Dad. And he went silent for a bit.
Yeah, he would have processed it.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think he was also, I guess, maybe just feeling.
Silence is actually not a bad thing from a dad. It means they're thinking.
Yeah.
He's like, my daughter's in her 30s. I can't discipline her. Lord, how do I deal with this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
And I think maybe also feeling what could he have done more, Like,
For sure. Dads always sort of go down that route.
yeah. Which they couldn't have. They done everything they could.
What have I not done?
Yeah.
What should I have done?
Yeah.
Okay. So when did you move back home?
No, so they sold up. So when
They sold up in Brisbane?
Yep. They sold up in Brisbane and decided to move down to help me raise Connor.
Wow.
And it just so happened that so when I decided to keep the child, I moved out. I was in a flooding situation and I decided to get my own place. So I found a 2-bedroom apartment, which was really nice, in a nice place, straight from the beach. And then Mum and Dad sold up and they were looking for a townhouse, and there was a townhouse available in my complex for sale.
Wow.
Come
Wow.
on.
So they moved in with me for a month till I had Connor, and then they moved into the townhouse
Wow.
in the same complex.
Praise God.
And yeah,
How good.
so good, so good.
What amazing parents, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I couldn't have asked for better parents.
And so, okay, tell us about your relationship with the Lord, once you'd sort of reconciled, okay,
yeah,
Mm.
I'm going to keep this baby.
yeah.
What was sort of the...
So I decided to pick up my Bible.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. And I was praying throughout the pregnancy.
Nice.
Just praying, I kept praying over him, and just praying, for the future, whatever that looks like.
No faith community yet?
No faith community yet.
And same with your parents? They
Yeah.
moved from there?
They moved.
So they would have, their faith community would have changed then?
Yes.
Right?
They did. And so they didn't carry on it here. We had tried a few churches around. We'd been to quite a few.
Yeah.
But didn't really feel it, I guess. So we still did at home. Dad would pull out his guitar and we'd sing worship and, we'd share from the Bible. It wasn't consistent, but it was, often. Even though Mum and Dad's faith never changed. They were always every day, every night, So yeah, I was reading the Word and praying and about the future, and then I had Connor, and that was amazing. That was a real eye opener for me, because you always think that how much God actually loves you, and then when you actually have a child, and you have all this love for the child, and you think, man, like, I love this kid. Like, can you imagine how much God loves
Come
us?
on.
And I think it was at that time where I was just like, oh my gosh, like God, just
So true.
yeah,
So true.
yeah, really, really loves us. And so yeah, I had Connor, and it was just the first few months was just sort of figuring my way through it, and then another God moment, I was trying to find a kindy for him. So I tried a few kindies, which didn't settle with me. I just didn't feel right, and I'd been given the phone call to pick my son up from this kindy because they didn't believe that he was emotionally ready. So I picked him up. I was a mess, in tears, feeling the sense of someone rejecting my child. And I'd gone to local shops, and I'd bumped into a guy that I'd met at a church ages ago through some friends. And he saw I was upset, and I told him what had happened. He's like, I've just come from building Parkwood Christian Kindy, done renovations. Give Linda Lewis a call there. And I was like, okay. So I rang her up, and she's like, come. And we went to Parkwood Christian Kindy, and she just gave me a hug.
Oh, wow.
And then she's like, come with Connor. And literally I put Connor down, and he just wandered off. So this is a child from dropping him at these kindies, him crying and screaming, to now going to this kindy where the educators came, and he just like left. And she said, come sit with me. So her and I sat for about an hour. She prayed with me.
Oh, wow.
And she just made me feel like it was just the right place. And he did. He fitted in. He fitted in really, really well. You know? And often I'd go, and Linda would say, come sit in my office, and we'd have a chat, and she'd pray. And it was just, yeah, again, just God opening those doors.
How amazing.
Yeah.
When did you sort of have the desire to, okay, we need to sort of get others around us locked into?
So like
moment,
it took a bit, and like I was just kind of settling into this motherhood.
Yeah.
Finding Connor a place, and then we continued trying other churches, and then the receptionist at Parkwood said, oh, you should come try my church. It's called Gold Coast Chapel.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, oh, yeah. And so I think Connor was maybe a year and a half, maybe.
Right.
In Urebro Beach.
We were in the Senior Citizens Hall. I remember your first day.
Yes, yes.
Because I went and spoke to your dad.
Yes.
Introduced myself to Alan. Yeah, I remember that. Wow.
Yeah.
And what did you feel?
So we arrived, and they had the coffee cart out the front.
Oh.
And I remember Paulie was standing there, and he turned around and he saw Mum, Dad, and I, and introduced himself. Oh, I'll buy you a coffee. So he bought us a coffee. And I remember clearly, walked in, and Trent and Maddie were doing praise and worship, just the two of them.
It was on the stage, eh?
Yep.
Yeah.
On the stage. And walked in and heard it, and just like felt this like, I just wanted to cry, like just this so overwhelming sense. And walked in, and I think you did an altar call, and I remember walking up, and I think it was Katrina or Luella, one of them, the first ones. I went up for prayer. And then the second Sunday I went up for prayer, and then the third Sunday I was like, right, it's time. Get Connor dedicated, get baptized.
Wow.
Keep my promise to God.
And your mum and dad liked it?
Loved it.
Cool.
Loved it.
Yeah.
Loved it.
I mean,
we
we'll
all
hear their
felt
story at some point. But
a sense of just, and we walk into church, and it's not dark, it's light.
did you feel like people say they often feel judged, like being a solo mum walking into a church? You know, just that's probably an internal thing potentially. But how did you navigate that, or how did you feel about that?
It was in the back of my mind, and I did I was waiting for people to ask, because you assume you see a mum and a child, and where's the husband?
Yeah, for sure.
So people didn't ask for a while.
Which is quite nice.
Yeah,
Is that all right?
Yeah, it was all right. And I think when we started the 8-week challenge, and people started, having conversations with me, and they'd seen Connor around and it'd come out. But I don't know, like I just sort of felt okay to share my story.
Cool.
You know? Because I didn't actually feel like people were gonna judge.
Yeah.
Because you hear other people's stories.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, and at that point I'd heard about other people's stories. They openly shared it. So I was like,
Testify and stuff.
yeah, we've all got a story to tell.
Yeah. And so that must be 5 years ago.
Connor's 6.5, so maybe 4. So I came to chapel 4 weeks before I got baptised. So I got baptised 23rd of September, 2021.
Wow.
So 4 years ago.
Wow. Yeah. Literally.
Yes. Yeah. What are we? 29th. Yes.
4 years.
4 years ago.
That's amazing. And so, in summary, how's the 4 years been?
Best years of my life. Honestly, like it reminds me a lot of my childhood.
Awesome.
Since I stepped foot, my whole life's changed. I've been surrounded by community and friends that, friends you've longed for. True friendships,
Beautiful.
friendships that have substance, friends that ring you up, that love on you, and that's all I felt. Is this sense of family.
Wow.
The loving on Connor. The loving on my whole family.
That's cool.
Accepting us where we were and helping us move forward and grow and, just the input.
Praise God.
It's pretty special that can still happen, eh? Like at really any point of life.
That's good.
That's awesome. That's cool. And
Any-
your boy's a pretty special boy. He's loved by a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy to love that boy.
Yeah.
He's very special.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what encouragement would you give to anyone about
great.
where they're at, maybe calling out for help?
Yeah. I think for women who fall pregnant and they're on their own, you tend to want to think quick because you think you don't have that support or how you're going to do it. You just got to get around the right community, church community, because it takes a village to raise a child, doesn't it? And surrounded by the right people who will love on you and guide you and help you. Like I look at Connor now and I go, man, I couldn't think I was going to do that,
Wow.
So just don't give in to the pressures of this world. Surround yourself with a church community and people who are going to love on you and accept you as you are. You're not too broken or too far gone.
I love that.
Yeah.
Like,
Did you really feel it? Did you really feel like self-condemned?
I did.
Yeah.
Because they're my choices I'd made.
Yeah.
Like I was feeling ashamed, about the choices I'd made.
Wow.
Especially having such a great upbringing that parents
Right.
filled with the values and the Christian values, and then you go off and
They must be so proud.
That's-
They must be so proud, though.
Yeah.
they are.
They must be so proud. Look at you. You're
I'm very
amazing.
proud.
That's
so good.
That's beautiful. Hey, because what I'm hearing is like it's almost like justifiable shame. It's like I knew I've grown up. I've done all this stuff wrong.
Yeah.
It's
This is my
justifiable.
identity.
This is it.
Yeah.
But God's like,
No.
nah. If you just look to me, I've actually got what you don't deserve, but
Yeah.
what I say you deserve.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Pretty cool.
And then the more time I spent with God, and reading His Word, the more, you get your identity, and
Yeah, come on.
it's only what matters to Him, not what the world thinks of you.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm made in God's image. He has a plan and a purpose for
does.
me
Come on.
and for my son.
Yes.
He's
The world just treats you like trash.
self-seeking. They just see what they can get, and
The world's not going to tell you that you're the apple of their eye and that you're fearfully and wonderfully made,
No.
that you're, thought of in God's heart before the world. The world's never going to say that.
No.
The world's just going to take your life.
Yes.
You know, God's going to give
Yep.
Yeah.
you life
Abundantly.
abundantly.
Yeah, more than you can imagine.
Yes, and he has.
And the story's
So
still
good.
being written, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yes, it's a journey, hey?
it
Yeah.
is.
It's almost just the
Just
first
the beginning.
snippet, eh? Yeah, the first
Yeah.
start. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well-
well, thanks, Tash.
You're welcome.
It's been amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Really
Has.
inspired by this.
Yes. Thank
So-
you.
So good. I think it'll encourage a lot of other women, hey?
I think so.
Yeah.
Especially some young mums and even people that are just going through it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Well, praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord. Thank you for having me.
Good. You're welcome.